The bandits came to Friday prayer in Zamfara disguised as Muslims and started shooting. Eyewitness, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. PM News report the scores of worshippers were on Friday kidnapped by bandits in the mosque at Zugu town in the Bunkunyu local government area of Zamfara state. The mosque was reportedly attacked at around 1:30 p.m. as the Muslim worshippers were observing Friday prayer. In fact, an eyewitness identified as Abdul Karim Biliaminu, who spoke to the newspaper concerning the attack, disclosed that the marauders visited the mosque under the pretext that they came to pray before they started shooting sporadically. He said the bandits disguised as Muslims and came to the mosque as they were observing Friday prayer, and after some time, they started attacking the worshippers. Many of them scampered for safety amid the shooting, while some persons, including the deputy chief imam, were surrounded and taken away towards Gando Forest. Recall that St. Francis Church, Owo in Ondo State, was also attacked in a similar way a few months ago. Now, you see this insecurity? I've said it. Now, waiting you teach your pikin na good. If your child misbehaves and you discipline your child today, he does another one, you discipline him tomorrow. If you discipline your child the third time, he will know that this thing, why they do, what daddy they flog me for, is no good. He will have it at the front of his mind that this thing is not okay. But a child that comes and he misbehaves, maybe your neighbor tell you, see what your pikin do, see what your child do. Leave him now. Okay. He does it the second time, you don't beat, the third time, and you're always, shooting him, whenever maybe his house that he did something, and people are like, they want to spank him, be like, oh no, leave him alone, leave my son alone, or leave my daughter alone. Believe you me, if that girl, maybe what she was doing was, maybe she was talking really to people, believe you me, she's going to degenerate from talking really to people, to maybe even hitting people, to maybe even taking things belonging to other people, to maybe even now carrying a weapon. So the thing is, when these things start small, that's where I'm going to. When these people came in and they started terrorizing the country, because I want to believe they started somewhere, Nigeria would have given these people chains, given them red cards. Since you don't even need anybody's approval. Give them just give them tickets, tickets now. Let them see, let them know as they go. But Nigeria came and Nigeria was pampering them. We started giving them money. Imagine, they are going to kidnap somebody and you will go and give them 100 million. Meanwhile, I asked you this strike for how many months? You never give us some money. You give them 100 million for one person. And you know the most painful thing? Early last year, they came out to tell us that. Early last year, they came out to tell us, or was it early or mid last year? They tell us that they now have the list of terrorism, the finances of terrorism, and those who will say they make this problem continue for Nigeria. Till date, we did not hear about it. Who are we fooling? Who are we deceiving? The breakfast will go round. That is just it. The breakfast will go round. I just hope that you and yours are safe. We the ordinary Nigerians. I tell you. Because there was a time where these things was rampant. If you come online then, if you tune on your radio, your television, you will hear of an attack in this particular area. Before you even hear another one, if you can't take your eyes off and you go elsewhere, you will hear of another attack. It was like the attack will happen, like if it happened for you, go happen for you at the same time. And I was like, it is no longer funny. It is no longer funny. It is no longer funny. This thing don't pass, be careful. This is when, people started complaining and saying the government should do something about it. But alas, the government does absolutely nothing about it. Anytime they tell you say don't try, I'm gonna forget them. That super story be that. Alright. This is a cooked up story to balance the equation with that of Owo shooting. People were shot dead. How many people were shot dead in Zamfara mosques? Worshippers were merely taken away, according to them, which I'm sure will be secretly released. Alright. Poor journalism. Are they not Muslims? Instead of saying that they disguised as worshippers, you are saying they disguised as Muslim. Alright. They say a Muslim cannot do what they did, so there is no mistake here. Alright. They cannot be Muslims and be committing crimes like this. Okay. These kidnappers are no longer afraid of Almighty God. They are not bold enough to be invading worship centers. The most annoying part of it is that when they are arrested, someone somewhere will say they should be granted amnesty. And they tell you, not just amnesty, they should be given food, water, juice with our money. Our money will be given them for tax. See this country. All right. In this place, that's not a place of worship, but a place of brainwashing and radicalization. Haba, uncle. But we are told that Buhari has wiped by Lai Mohammed, the People's Democratic Party, and the All Progressive Congress need not to campaign at all for all these killings, terrorism, kidnappings, and economic woes. Exactly. They're not supposed to come outside at all. I did tell you. And you believed him? Sorry, please don't let these terrorists and baddies kill you. Run for your life. There is nothing like bandits. These are Fulani terrorists. Let us be truthful to yourselves. Alright. Who can be more Muslim than Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam? He said that he is the example for all Muslims to copy. Muslims are simply copying the evil ways and teachings of Muhammad. Okay, no wahala. Sometimes I laugh to scorn. These writers say they disguise as Muslims. Tell me they are Christians. They are fanatic Muslims. They even refer the worshippers as infidels. When you refuse to call a spade, what else are you expecting? The truth is dead and buried. Even the Quranic school never condemned killing, maiming, and arson. The criminals who killed and roasted Deborah are freely moving around looking for the next target. Did the government do anything about this? No. The truth is dead and buried. My dear, don't even bring out that painful incident. That incident haunted me for months. Alright. How many worshippers did they kill if they are not Muslims? If it were in church, corpses would have been littered everywhere. Now them, Buhari agents and brothers. Crimes and banditry have been institutionalized in Nigeria because of the evil government we have in place. 2023 general elections should be a defining moment for Nigerians, either to get it right or slip more deeper into the valley. Alright. Imagine what will happen if Tinubu boys and Atiku boys continue to run. If Tinubu boys and Buhari boys continue to run the show in Nigeria. Terrorist and tout combination. Shebi, you said Majaiska must rule by all means. Is it the mosques where they campaigned for him that they are taking his people captives? Allow the God of heaven only to choose for us. Well, God will not come down to cast a vote for us. God no go choose for us at all. Might be the thing. Hey, wait I talk. He no go choose for us. Last, even Christians who they serve God, you decide to serve him or not, right? He no go choose for you, whether you make you serve him or not. At the end of the day, we have the choice to make, and surely the consequences or rewards lies with us as well. Alright, on this note we have come